Nakama, and welcome back to the Church of One Piece. I am your pastor, the One Piece apologist. And today's sermon will be covering Chapter 83, Luffy in Black. New cover series! Woot woot! All aboard the cover series train! Yeah! Let's go! This one also was like at least briefly animated, partially to introduce a certain character. But we'll get there. So just hold your horses, okay? Buckle up. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Yes, so we're finally getting to start the Diary of Kobe Meppo. And as you can see, Kobe and Helmeppo have now both become chore boys in the Navy. Starting from the bottom, and going to the top, baby. And Kobe definitely seems to work pretty hard and like really try, but Helmeppo just seems to be kind of slacking off and sitting around and smoking and just, generally not really being a great chore boy, right? I'd say by my estimation, Kobe's probably working about 200 times harder than Helmeppo. And so the actual story of the chapter opens on Hachi the octopus fish man preparing what he calls the Hachi inkjet to spray them all down with. And of course, Usopp was way back over out of harm's way. He's not so sure about this whole fighting fishmen thing anymore. But Zoro and Sanji just easily dodge out of the way of Hachi's ink. Whereas Luffy just takes it full on in the face in a very comedic scene due to the fact that his feet are still stuck in the ground from when he stuck them there for the Gum Gum Pinwheel attack. Yes, Luffy is an idiot. And I think we've covered this before. And so, unfortunately, he is now all inked up. He can't really see. And then Hachi just grabs like a big piece of the building and just, boom, just smashes Luffy with it. If he wasn't made out of rubber and all squishy, that probably would have really hurt. I think it may have even hurt a little even now, but would have really hurt if he wasn't rubber. And then Sanji gives Karubi, the manta ray fishman, a pretty good kick, and Karubi is like, "Wow, you're pretty strong for a human." I don't know. I mean, he could just fishman, human, blah blah blah, but I don't know. There might be something else going on here. Let's keep tuning in to find out. And so Hachi goes to smash Luffy with another building part, but currently Usopp is also grabbing Luffy and pulling on him, trying to get his feet free. And so if Hachi were to do that, that would definitely severely hurt Usopp. So Zoro just shows up behind him and he's like, "Hey, Usopp and Luffy are busy right now. Why don't you fight me?" And I just love that. He's their secretary. He's just, okay. Your battle's over here, dude. I love it. It's cold. It's badass. So great. And of course, then Usopp gets a little tired while pulling on Luffy, so he stops to wipe his brow, take a little break, and Luffy, being rubber, slingshots back and whoop-ah, like right into Chew, the fishman with the lips. And so Chew takes that as a declaration of battle from Usopp and immediately gives chase on Usopp, starts chasing him out. And Usopp, of course, is running away. He is terrified. He does not want to fight this guy. And then when they get outside of Arlong Park, Usopp's already a distance away, but Chew stops because the whole village of Cocoa Village is just outside Arlong Park. What are you all doing here? And so he stops to reprimand them and mark them as rebels. Okay, these are all people who were, committing acts of sedition. We're going to go ahead and, deal with them later once we finish off this little pirate band. And so Chew is basically threatening the villagers of Cocoa. And then Usopp from far away just hits him with a fire star, It doesn't really do much to him, but it does remind him who his opponent is. And I love that Usopp is afraid. He's running away. He doesn't want to fight this guy. But then when other people are in danger, he steps up. He does what he needs to do. Usopp is the man. So Arlong, noticing that Luffy is still helplessly stuck in the ground, just walks right up to him, and Luffy tries to give him a punch, but he's stuck. He can't really move around or give him a surprise or anything. So Arlong just easily kind of dodges that. And then basically grabs a fist and like grabs the ground Luffy is stuck in and just rips it up from the foundation, picking Luffy up with this giant chunk of rock still attached to his feet, and then just like picks him up, and Luffy tries to punch Arlong with his other hand, and so Arlong just dodges that again and then bites Luffy. And of course, Luffy then bites Arlong back, which is very funny because Arlong's teeth are much more effective than Luffy's. But, Luffy is constantly taking inspiration from other things while he's in battle, and he will try anything once. So, sure, go ahead and bite him, Luffy. But then, Arlong, not really being very affected by Luffy's bite, just picks up Luffy with the giant rock attached to his feet and then just chucks him in the water, which, of course, even if Luffy didn't have a giant rock attached to his feet, he wouldn't be able to swim, but he certainly can't breathe underwater, so this is not good. And so Sanji tries to dive in after Luffy, but Zoro quickly realizes that that's exactly what the fishmen want, because they will definitely have the advantage in the water. And so looks like maybe they're going to have to beat him first, right? The crew's going to have to beat the fishmen before they can save Luffy. I don't know how this is going to go or how Luffy's going to breathe. I mean, can they get down there and help him in time? Find out next time. Well, within the next couple chapters, at least. But until then, this has been the review for Chapter 83, Luffy in Black. And as always, One Piece be with you.